there's no point having rights to equality if you cannot exercise those rights. Having a right without a remedy, you might as well not have a right. So our laws apparently give equal rights, they have to, but if you can't access those laws equally, then you haven't got those equal rights. And LASPO disproportionately impacted women over men. In fact, what's one of those surveys they do? An impact assessment took place on LASPO when it first came out, and it was found to disproportionately impact women. It was pursued irrespective of that finding. So it was already clear that LASPO would affect more women than men. More women are primary caregivers, women earn less money than men, and for all those reasons they were likely to be disproportionately in need of advice and support to protect their children. Domestic abuse, gendered crime, women are more often caregivers, and on the flip side, less able to afford that independently because women earn less than men. So quite clearly, ensuring that there were no cuts to the service which enabled people to access their legal rights was a very important thing for women, but that wasn't heard. And in spite of an impact assessment showing it would negatively impact women, that was pursued. So I think in the first instance, it's a big no to that. Also, you know, that's the equality of arms issue, and without that we haven't got justice, some level playing field. The first two things: we're failing to recognise the abuse, and we're failing to provide the funding to put a safety net in place to protect from the abuse, and we're failing to put the threefold, and we're failing to put the funding in place to access the remedies to protect from the abuse legally. So not enough resource in the protective strategies and social policies, not enough resource in the access to justice to get actual protection by the courts, and not enough of a recognition of what psychological and sexual violence is, coercive control particularly, and financial abuse particularly. We still have a focus in our legal structure on the physical.